interested in thinking about the lineages of a building as a way to understand a history of a place, how all of us as individuals can really think through the sites that we occupy, what parts of that legacy we want to continue and what parts we want to transform. I became interested in this building and its history in relation to this city. And the clearest way that I thought I could research this building was to dig a hole underneath it and see what pre-existed it. When I dug the trenches, I found two really clear layers of sediment underneath the asphalt. The building, the top layer was this red clay that was brought up from the James to underlay this building and most buildings in the fan. And so the layer underneath the red clay is fill that was put over farmland or hilly soil. So there was tons of brick and pottery. I was really interested in these different histories that were contained in the geology, which allows for one to think about any site that they dwell upon. I went to the city records and I found that the first recorded landowner from the mid-19th century was this family, the Ford family, and William T. Ford was a teamster for a number of years, and so he had a group of horses that he would use to bring the clay up from the James. So he was one of the participants in lining the fan with this red clay. I structured the exhibition around this singular point of the fork, and I thought about the two sides of the installation as connecting to the two different histories. In Gallery 3, which is a more tan, deeper historical layer, and in Gallery 2, I have the red clay, which was brought up, which I'm thinking about as the more contemporary layer, which is what we're sitting upon. So although they exist as partial mirrors, they also exist as a conversation geologically or in terms of sedimentary time. You'll see within the installation there's a number of real and fabricated artifacts that are all interspersed throughout the exhibition, from the most mundane rocks to small pieces of pottery that I found in the trenches. I replicated some of them, 20 times. Sometimes they're finished, sometimes they're partially painted. So I'm thinking a lot about this aphorism of history rhyming as opposed to repeating itself, and so there's a lot of repetition and difference within both of the sites. Although I'm dealing with research and some sort of lineage, it's really, really associative, and I follow a kind of intuitive process as I work. The same set of materials can have huge gaps of interpretation between them, and I really would want viewers to feel that they have a space and a role to interpret, and they may be interpreting things that I have not conceived of, but that's actually part of what I'm giving, in the work, is these productive gaps where people can fill in their own experiences.